With this notebook, I'll change the world. But what happens when Hollywood takes that world and turns it into this?
4 letters in my name. Most anyone's ever gotten were 2.
You people have ruined Star Trek The Next Generation for me.
You know, it's almost heartbreaking how live-action adaptations keep butchering our favorite animated series. Anime and animation are some of the most beloved storytelling mediums in the world. Think Attack on Titan, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dragon Ball Z. But when Hollywood gets their hands on them, it's often a disaster. From Dragon Ball Evolution to the 2010 Avatar movie, live-action adaptations have a track record of failure. And Netflix's 2017 Death Note might be the worst of the bunch. So let's break down why these adaptations are so bad, how they're hurting the anime and animation industry, and what we can do about it. Anime and animation aren't just about pretty visuals, they're about feeling. The exaggerated expressions, the over-the-top and deep emotional beats. They're all part of what makes anime, well, anime. But live-action adaptations like Netflix's Death Note completely miss that essence. It's a huge problem. Let's start with Death Note. In the anime and manga, Light Yagami is a cold, calculating genius, a high school student who finds the Death Note. This supernatural notebook that lets him kill anyone by writing their name. And he decides to cleanse the world of criminals while playing a deadly game of cat and mouse with the detective L. It's a psychological thriller with high stakes, moral ambiguity, and larger than life characters. Now, compare that to Netflix's version. Light Turner. Yes, they changed his name for no reason. He's a whiny, impulsive American teen who screams a lot and makes terrible decisions. L, who's a socially awkward genius in the anime, is turned into an emotional hothead who throws tantrums. And Ryuk, the Shinigami who's supposed to be a menacing yet neutral observer, is reduced to a generic horror movie monster who looks like he wandered off the set of It. The Netflix movie strips away everything that makes Death Note special. The anime's tension comes from Light and L's intellectual battles. Think chess matches with life or death stakes. But the movie replaces that with cheap jump scares, a generic teen romance with Mia, a watered down version of Misa, and a finale that feels more like a high school drama than a psychological thriller. And this isn't just a Death Note problem, it's a live action adaptation problem. Anime thrives on stylization. Think of Goku's spiky hair in Dragon Ball Z, or Aang's arrow tattoo in Avatar: The Last Airbender. But when you try to translate that into live action, it often looks off. In Dragon Ball Evolution, Goku's iconic look was turned into a generic high schooler with gelled hair and the action that felt like a low-budget martial arts flick instead of a planet-shattering Saiyan battle. Live action struggles to capture the exaggerated, fantastical elements of anime and animation because it's bound by real-world physics and budgets. Animation can show L eating a tower of candy while deducing a murder in one fluid motion. It's quirky, it's iconic, it's an anime, but in live action, it just looks awkward and forced. They are also so obsessed with bringing things into the real world. If the plot for Shrek 5 turns out to be true, which I wouldn't be surprised with how that first trailer went. How did we go from Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, to Shrek and his family in New York City?
You people have ruined Star Trek The Next Generation for me.
Live action theory proves Hollywood is wasting resources and money to get rid of the creativity and originality of anime due to having faith in the medium. A Minecraft movie is the magnum opus of live-action theory. It was indeed not a Minecraft movie. Despite its box office success, the film was only able to thrive due to all the memes and was carried by the huge juggernaut of Minecraft. This movie relied heavily on in-game references and celebrity cameos. It lacked a coherent plot, you know, like the many other live-action adaptations of video game movies. And I'm so over it. Why can't we get a faithful animated adaptation of things? Why are they wasting so much money on making something with no substance? Seeing everyone cheer and have a good time with their friends is great, but this movie didn't deserve that. This is not the Minecraft movie we wanted. This isn't what we asked for. And I say we, because when we think about the Minecraft movie, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? That's right, Captainsparklez music videos. And you're not wrong for thinking that. Captainsparklez managed to tell an iconic and emotional story in Minecraft. It was way ahead of its time if you ask me. I know the movie directors are aware of all the Minecraft animations as well too. They even admitted to going in a different direction to not look like the YouTube animations. I'm sorry, what? Do you guys not have much money to take an animated movie in a unique style? Or am I missing something here? And also, what's so bad about that? Isn't it a good thing that you can create something people are familiar with and add a different spin to it? Yeah, that's not happening. Live action slop is all the rage. These executives think that they don't understand the fundamentals of Minecraft. When you play Minecraft for the first time, you spawn into this magical world that you know nothing about. Everything is blocky and cartoony.
You can punch a freaking tree for wood, come on.
You should like the video, so I can get my brain cells back after watching this movie. When playing Minecraft, you can build whatever you want in this world. Imagination is the limit. Duh! We all know that. But clearly, the writers of the movie didn't. Despite their attempt at giving us a false sense of illusion about there being that theme. In contrast, Minecraft Story Mode, developed by Telltale Games, offered a narrative-rich experience that resonated with fans. The game provided players with meaningful choices, character development, and a storyline that expanded Minecraft in a way we have never seen before. It respected the game's core principles, emphasizing creativity, exploration, and personal growth. Yeah, how ironic that Telltale Games has got more creativity in it than $1 million movie. Speaking of Telltale Games, go play Dispatch. It's peak. If you're looking for a fun Tales-like game, but I digress. Minecraft Story Mode introduced players to a cast of well-developed characters, each with their own motivations and arcs. The protagonist's journey was filled with challenges that required problem-solving and critical thinking, reflecting the game's original spirit. Unlike the movie, where we're introduced to a whole bunch of random characters that it wants us to care about, notice how I didn't say main characters, because there isn't one. Seriously, the game's poster shows the main characters with Jesse front and center, rightfully so. With the Minecraft movie, who's front and center of the poster? Jason Momoa, and I don't buy that, especially since he, quote unquote, dies for half the movie. Minecraft Story Mode embraces its characters and gives them meaningful arcs and consequences. Whereas the movie incorporates Hollywood actors in a hybrid live-action / CGI format. It distanced itself from the game's unique aesthetic and storytelling potential. This decision resulted in a film that felt more like a generic cash grab video game adaptation rather than a true representation of Minecraft's essence. Story Mode doesn't just throw you into a random plot. It feels like Minecraft. You're Jesse, a scrappy builder with big dreams, teaming up with misfit friends to save the world from a wither storm, a monster that's basically what you'd get if you gave a wither a Red Bull and a grudge. Want a debate about creativity? Build a giant golem or a TNT launcher. Your call. That interactivity Hollywood can't touch. Story Mode's narrative respects the player's imagination, while the movie feels like it's trying to shove Minecraft into a box labeled generic blockbuster. A story's only as good as the people, or pigs, you're rooting for. In a Minecraft movie, these characters feel like archetypes, not people. They're there to deliver lines, not make you care. And don't get me started on the CGI mobs. Those creepers look like they were designed by someone who googled
Chia.
Now, Minecraft Story Mode It's got a crew you'd actually want to build a redstone contraption with. Petra's an edgy adventurer with depth and mystery. Axel's a lovable oaf who'd probably blow up your base by accident. And don't forget Ruben, the pig, the MVP of the game. These characters grow on you. They argue, they bond, they face real stakes. Like when you're deciding whether to trust Lucas or risk everything for Ivor's secrets. Story mode makes you feel like you're part of the gang, while the movie's characters feel like they're just reading a script and standing awkwardly in front of a green screen. Oh wait. The movie tries to make Minecraft look cinematic with glossy visuals and explosions, but it loses the blocky, charming simplicity that makes the game special. It's like they took Minecraft, ran it through a Hollywood filter, and forgot why we love it. And the humor? It's all slapstick one-liners that feel ripped from a bad movie. Ironic. Compare that to Minecraft Story Mode. The game nails Minecraft's aesthetic. Pixelated textures, square sun and all. It's got that cozy yet dangerous vibe of a late night survival session. The humor lands because it's authentic. It's very reminiscent of Season 3 of SpongeBob. Story Mode feels like it was made by people who spent hours dodging Enderman and building an ugly cobblestone house. The movie feels like it was made by executives who saw Minecraft Let's Play once and thought, close enough. Hollywood, you can't just slap a creeper on a poster and call it Minecraft. Look, a Minecraft movie might have big names and a bigger budget than any of the fan animations you see on YouTube, but it's missing the soul of Minecraft. Storywood gave us a world where the choices mattered, where every block felt it belonged. The movie? It's just a shiny distraction that'll be forgotten faster than a water bucket clutch in a speedrun.
You people have ruined Star Trek The Next Generation for me.
So, if you want a real Minecraft story, forget this movie exists and fire up story mode on Netflix or your console. Oh, wait, you can't do that anymore. Well, good news. Minecraft Story Mode is getting an animated remake from the fans. So, if you want to see the story remade by people with actual passion, not Hollywood executives, please support it when it releases. Trust me, you'll thank me when you're crying over a pig instead of crying at bad Jack Black one-liners. Flint and steel! Hollywood doesn't respect you or your money. They don't care about the amazing fan animations, the music videos, and the story that fans have poured their heart and souls into. They want to ignore all of that and create brain rot. Random, funny, live-action garbage. That's live-action theory. Corporations taking things you loved from your childhood and turning them into worse products for you to give them more money. What did you think about live action theory? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.
It's impossible. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Hey, did you make the realistic CGI the boss told us about?
Yes, and it's so stupid. How could they think this is a good idea?
I know, right? I can't believe you had to work on this.
I swear, the writers of this movie haven't even played a single video game in their life.
The fans are not going to be happy about this. I feel bad for them.
I wish I could have made an actual faithful adaptation instead of this slop.
Seems like men